Hey guys, 'tis I, Randy Strand, and I am here today to do something a little different. I haven't purchased a Dreamer Designs painting in quite a while. In fact, I've actually destashed most of the other ones that I had. I'm keeping some of them, but most of the ones that I purchased. So for Dreamer Designs and I, we have an interesting relationship. If you've watched any of my videos, you know that there are 4 things that I always notice, good or bad, anytime that I unbox a Dreamer Design. So first of all, they have a handle that is completely useless that they put on the side of the box. I know people are gonna laugh, but to me, it's incredibly irritating. So the handle is one. You probably don't care about that, but I do. Number 2 is going to be the ABs in the kit. Do they have enough coating on them? Do they really look like ABs, or are they just regular drills with something shiny on them? The other one is the canvas, and that is it oversaturated? Is the color, are the reds, are the blues or the greens, are they just blinding to where you're gonna get a headache because they're so bright and oversaturated? And then last but not least is the clarity of the symbols, because 99% of them have really blurry symbols. So without further ado, let's talk about the new Dreamer Designs. They have a new canvas. I think they have a new toolkit. The box is new. I just wanna see, since I hadn't ordered in a while, there were 2 kits that I really wanted, and one is actually very different from what I would typically order, so I think you're gonna like it. Anyways, I wanted to do one quick demonstration for you, and that's why I'm filming it this way right now. We'll go back to how I normally do it in a minute. So let's say that I'm gonna go to Shay's house, and let's say that I'm gonna take one of my new Dreamer Designs kits. So the first thing I did, the only thing I did, was take the 2 paintings out of the outer brown box, and then I took the plastic wrap off of these, but I haven't done anything else with them. So we'll kind of look and see how the new kits are. But there's one thing that I already noticed that hasn't changed. So let's say I'm gonna go to Shay's house and I'm like, I'm gonna take one of those new Dreamer Designs kits and I'm gonna kit it up. You know what you'll never ever see me do, like ever? I won't go like this. I won't walk to Shay's house or walk out to my car with my handle. Why do they put the handle on here? Because when you're taking the painting out of the box, it always gets a little stuck on this. And definitely every time when you're trying to put the painting back in the box, you have to struggle with this freaking handle to get it back in the box. I don't get it. And I'm sure it's gotta cost Dreamer Designs more money to put this handle on this dumb box. I digress. All right, on to the good stuff. I know. I'm a mess. The craft room is a mess. What are you gonna do? Okay, so like I said, Dreamer Designs has really changed things up from, I don't know what they're saying anyway. So you can see, this is the new box. It's shiny. It's got a little bit of that rainbow pattern on it. Let me get one of the older kits that I have. So here is what the old box looked like, okay? And there's what the new box looks like. As you can see, it's a little bit different. Still has the handle. Just had to show you guys that. And, I got 2 images. You know that the main reason that I have ever purchased from Dreamer Designs is because I love Curtis Reikovich. So he has a new one called Rabbit in Red. I think she is stunning. I think she's gonna look really cool with the drills on her. And she is a square. I've gotten to where I really prefer to do squares over rounds, and I never in a million years thought I would say that. So on the box, it's not really showing you kind of the detail behind her, but it's almost like a forest sort of thing. So we'll see that in a minute. Plus on the sticker sheet, I'm sure it'll have a better image. It is a 60 by 80, and like I said, it is a square. The second painting is not something I would typically do. It was out of stock from when they originally sold it, and then it just came back in stock, and I knew I had to get it. So it's called Tarotown. It is by Ciro Marchette, I'm guessing is how you say it. I could be completely wrong. It is a 60 by 80, and it is also a square. So let us get into Rabbit in Red first. You can see once again the label here. I don't think it's got anything that's, you know, gonna be a big surprise to you on here. You can get 15% off if you scan that. It's just got features and stuff. So let us get into it. So let me know if there is a reason that you either have or have not ordered from Dreamer Designs before. If there's a positive, if you love their kits, or if you have tried their kits and there was something you didn't like, I'd be really curious to get your feedback. All right, so we have the same bag. I don't know if that's a little thicker or if it's the same, but it's a Dreamer Designs bag that everything is held in. Oh, that's interesting. So that's would not be good quality control there. It was clearly too long for the box. I can feel the plastic is all crunched up in there too, so I'm aggravated already. Okay, I'm gonna try and do this with an open mind, people, I promise. We've got the toolkit. So that's what's in the bag. Here is the toolkit, and you can see it's a much larger tray that's in here. The tray that they had before was just like a little white tray. I think now it's purple. Let me get this untied. Feels like there's a lot of stuff in here too. Oh wow, okay, all right. So in our bag, we have baggies per usual. We have a sparkly pin here with 2 squishies to go on the pin. Basically, that's just for comfort holding it. We have some branded tweezers here, which are very sharp. We've got 2 things of purple wax. We have the other pin, and basically the only difference between these 2 pins is one has the brass tip and one has a plastic tip. So I don't know. Then we have our straightener and multi-placers. So this is a thick 3-placer, and this is a thick 6-placer. Then we have this brush, which I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if you're dusting off your drills on your canvas, like scrubbing it once you've laid the drills down. I don't know if you're, you know, swiping, cleaning your tray or so. This I don't get. That's just me. All right, so this tray, which is also branded, it's a glittery tray. It's a nice looking tray. I don't care for these type of trays. I know some people do. So you have these kind of thick pieces that you place here and here, and you're able to basically put, I guess that's snug on there, kind of. You're able to put 3 different types of drill colors in there. So this one doesn't want to stay very good. There, yeah. I'm having many technical difficulties. Hang on. Okay, so I got this one on. This one right here, I think, just has bigger holes in it because no matter which side I put it on, it's sliding around. And this one's nice and snug in there, so I don't know. Anywho, once we get some drills out, I'll put some in here, but you're supposed to be able to shake them and do all the things. And then, like, as you're done dumping these back in their container, you can pull this off and dump these back, pull this off and dump the last color back. So, yeah. Here is Wow, that's pretty difficult too. And that other one fell off. Here is the little cover for your tray. So that's that. That wasn't very impressive. But if you like those kind of trays, then it's an awesome upgrade for you. So, still tied with the purple ribbon. And it is poured glue. So even though I'm being pissy about my canvas being all wrinkled up, it should be fine. I'll roll it back on itself in a minute. I want to show you what else is in here. So we've got the instruction book. It's got thank you for your purchase, some tips and tricks, how to diamond paint, 15% off your next order, and just like their social media stuff. Next, we have something new. It used to just be like a strip of plastic, and it would have your symbols and stuff on it, but it wasn't a sticker sheet, nothing. So this is a really nice upgrade. You get a couple of little extra stickers down there. You have your main sticker here, and you can kind of see the forest type thing in the background there, but not real good. Rabbit in Red by Curtis Reikovich, the diamond shape and the size of the canvas, and then your start and end date. And then I guess you can take that out. So here we have the symbols, numbers, letters, all that good stuff, and then the DMC code. So that's awesome because you can just peel these off. And then as you can see here, they give you a whole bunch of extra ones. I was gonna see, okay, so down here is where they show you what the ABs are. And we'll talk about what that means in just a little bit, but you've got 4 ABs in this kit. So let us look at the drills here. Something stuck on the drills, I don't know. Oh, that must be for my sticker sheet. Okay, so we have the 1 of 2 and 2 of 2 for the drills, and it says Rabbit in Red. I don't know, I never store my drills separately from my canvases, but I guess a lot of people do, so that way, if you do store them separately, you'll know. You can kind of see the colors, a lot of dark colors, a little bit of red in there, and you can kind of see some of the ABs. So, let me roll this back on itself so you can see this is what the canvas looks like right now. Like I said, it's poured glue, so I'm sure it'll be fine, but that's a little irritating that this whole painting was just jammed up to where all of it's crinkled. So it's kind of goofy. Oh, and okay, I'm gonna roll her back on herself. This was probably not good to undo this one first. I'm gonna roll her back on herself and then I'll show you what happened here. Clearly the sticker sheet was rolled up inside of the canvas, and that's why part of it was missing, is because part of it stuck into my canvas. All right. So here she is, and you can see down here on the plastic, it's not a big deal, but the sticker sheet, maybe I can get that off. The sticker sheet stuck to, yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it, stuck to the canvas, so there it is. Let me get the shine off of here. Here she is without most of the shine on her. I will, after we look at the drill field and the canvas and all that and the drills, then I will make sure this is gone. So where you can see the sticky stuff, I had to look at the sticker sheet. Basically, this whole strip got ripped off as it was rolled up. So that's what was sticking to everything. But like I said, it's not a big deal. It's all fine. We do have 53 colors, which I didn't mention before. And like I said, we've got 4 ABs. Okay, what do you guys think of her? I think she looks really good. The red in here does not look oversaturated to me. And you know, with all of the red in her outfit, I would think that would be where it would really be super, super saturated. She does have blue through the clock and even up in her eyes. It doesn't seem crazy to me. I mean, I'm looking at it and it seems fine. Obviously, I'm gonna bring it up closer to you in a minute. So I think she looks really good. Let me walk you around the canvas here. So we've got social media up in the top corner here. Over here, it says Rabbit in Red, license from Curtis Reikovich. It's 60 by 80, the thumbnail. Down here, you've got your legend or schematic, and then up there you have it. You've got down here the Dreamer Designs logo. They always have Paint with Passion, and then just your lifetime, you know, diamond and canvas coverage. So I don't think she looks oversaturated. I wanted to see under the camera here how it looked. I think it looks really good. Let's look at her face, because you know it's usually like the hot pinks and the blue and the red and the green. I think the symbols look very good. I am very, very impressed. Let's look through here. You guys notice anything? Is there anything sticking out to you? I don't even see like similar symbols next to each other. The clarity on these is great. So that's definitely a positive. And you can see there's some green right there and some purple. Down here we've got her clock. And then here's her hair over here. I think that the symbols look great. That's amazing. And then here's like her buckles on her boots. Symbols look good. Clarity is good. I don't feel like it's overly saturated, so I'm very impressed with that. I do see like this highlight in the middle of her face, and it's pretty bright. But once you lay drills down on it, unless they have a crazy color in there, I think it will look fine. What is J? J is 225. So we'll have a lot of 225, and it says R, and that's 819. So that's what's going to be in that center part of her face. So that'll be something to look out for. All right, let us look at the drills. All right, so here we have the drills. Like I always tell you, it's about to get crinkly, so if you got earbuds in, and if you don't like the crinkle, what's wrong with you? Okay, let us do the first bag here. Oh, I see some ABs in there, and I actually do, even through the packaging, see a little shininess on there. So let's see what this looks like. Actually, I'll just open both bags. Sorry guys, I'm discombobulated with opening their newer stuff. But I have to say, the canvas is a big deal. Obviously, the toolkit I'm probably not going to use because I have other stuff I like to use. And the handle, whatever, I'm over it. So, let's see what we've got in here. Got a smaller one there. Let's go through this big one first, being indecisive. And per the sticker sheet, they have them labeled with numbers as well. So if you know, like this is, I don't know if you can even see that, number 152. So you see 152. So you can either kit up with just the symbol, you can do it like I do it with the symbol and the DMC, or you can just do 1 through 53. So it's totally up to you. So first of all, we have 152, we have 154, 229, I can't read, 223, shit. All right, so we have 152, 154, 223, we've got 152, 154, 223, 224, 225, so that's one of those that's going to go in the center of her face. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bags of 310. And drill quality has also been a bit of an issue for these guys. So let us see what we can see. Just a little bit of shine on there, trying to get it to where you guys can see it pretty good. I'm not seeing anything popping out at me. You guys notice anything? That's a better view. Yeah, so, all right, there's the 310s up close. We have 2 bags of 841. We've got 2 bags of 842, 915 with a straggler in there. We've got a small bag of 930, 931, 932, and we've got 2 bags of 938 with another little straggler in there. Looks like we had 2 ABs over here. So, say it with me, guys. What does AB stand for? Aurora Borealis. So, you can see both of these drills have a shiny coating on them, like an iridescent coating. That's what an AB is. It stands for Aurora Borealis. So, basically when you put these drills down, it will kind of reflect what's around it and make them a little bit brighter. So, this is the AB 666, and this is the AB 3806, which I really like. I wish there was more of that in there. That's really pretty. All right. I'm not mad at the coating this time. It's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. We've got 718, 762. We've got a bag of 779, 814, 815, 819, 823, a bag of 839, and 2 bags of 840. So it's definitely got a lot of browns and darker colors in there. So here is the next sleeve. Let's go with the larger ones. It looks like there's going to be a lot of 932. So we have 2 big old bags of 938, and we've got 4 bags of 939. We got a lot of that dark blue color. We have 961. 3041, 3042, and a big old bag of 3371. Put this over here. We've got some 3799, 3831, 3832, 3834, 3860, 3861, 3866. We got 2 bags of those. Kind of medium size up, and there's our other 2 ABs. All right, so AB08 is going to be that kind of white looking AB. And guys, I'm telling you, I don't know if you can see it, but on these, they look really good. You can definitely see that these are supposed to be ABs. So well done, Dreamer Designs, well done. It was a rocky start, but I'm pleased with the canvas and the ABs, and that's definitely important. So we do have another bag of 310. What did I say? We had, how many did we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this makes the 6th bag of 310s. We have 317, 318, 321, 353, 413, 414, 415, 452, and 498. And our last strip here, but definitely not least. Wow, we've got some more 3371. So we had 1 bag in that other strip, and now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 more bags of that. So you got 5 bags of that brown. You get some 3607, 3721, 3722, 3740, 3743, and 3752. There's a couple of brown ones in there. Okay, so our first AB is going to be AB08, and that's an O on the canvas. And that's going to be this big old bag right here. Can't tell if those are white or if they might be more cream colored, or maybe that's just the coating on them, but it's a pretty good looking AB. That AB is going to go all throughout her hair. It's also going to go in parts of the ears where you see kind of those white strips. It's actually more on this side than it is on that one. You've got a few over there, but this one's got the majority of those white ABs. She's got one in each eye, and she has just a couple going down the center of her nose. She also has just like 4 of them right there in her chin. But in a lot of these white areas throughout her hair, that's where the majority of them are gonna go. She does have just a couple around the edge of that clock, but that's about it. So the majority is in the hair. That's where you're gonna get those white ABs. The next AB is K, which is AB 605. It's this pretty little AB right here. So let's see where we can find K. So you've got just a couple through here on her sleeve, and you've got just a few like little stripe areas of it in the sleeves. I don't know if there's any in her ears or not. There are not any in the ears. So it's basically just going to be in sort of these little light pink areas that are on her jacket. The third AB we have is going to be that red. It's going to be a sideways arrow, and it's AB 666. So bright. You can see it reflects a lot of gold on there. A lot of the red ABs don't necessarily look red, like deep red when they're in the paintings. They look more gold or reflect different colors. So clearly we don't have a huge bag of the red ABs. So I'm sure it's gonna be just in the, probably the darker red areas. Let's take a look and see. So we don't have any down here, but we do have some through this area. We've got some through the bow and right here and here. We have a couple here, basically where you can kind of see that dark reddish color in there. It's just a few throughout, and then definitely in these little red spots up here. Last but not least, we have AB 3806, and that's gonna be H. And you can tell it is not a very big bag. They're pretty, I love that color. Okay, so it is a very small bag, and I was very surprised to see where on the canvas they put them. So the only place that you're gonna get those H's are just a couple here, and then just a couple on the bottom part under her eyelashes. And that's it. So that's where the H goes. We'll have to see how that looks. It could look great, really kind of highlight the eyes, or it could look kind of weird. I don't really know. I'll just trust the process on these. So those are your ABs, and this is Rabbit in Red. What do you guys think? You know, I'm not a big color blocking fan, but you can clearly see sort of the woods, I think is what I would categorize it at. It looks like trees up behind her. So there's definitely some color blocking strips through here, but I don't see like really large areas of just straight up color blocking. So I'm very happy with that. What do you guys think of this canvas? Isn't she beautiful? All right, let us move on to canvas number 2. Here we have kit number 2, and like I said, this is really different from what I typically do. I'm not a landscape girl, but for whatever reason, this Tarotown really drew my attention. So you can see there, obviously we'll have the sticker and stuff on the inside. And I did say I was gonna show you, excuse me, the newer tray that comes in the toolkit. I didn't show you that other one because clearly it was faulty, and one of the little tab things that goes down in there to separate the drills was not working, and I definitely don't want to have my drills go together because then I'll have to separate them. Once again, I don't know what the problem is. I mean, the box is clearly big enough, but they're crunching up the canvas. So I don't know what that's about. And this is an unbiased review. I just expect a lot out of, you know, a company that you're paying, what you're paying for the paintings. And I know that they're working hard. Sorry, I'm actually untying this. I know they're working hard to upgrade, and I don't want to dismiss that. But at the same time, I think it needs to go into certain areas of the kit and not just be, you know, ridiculous. So here, once again, we have the exact same toolkit, you can see. And like I said, I'm going to take this out and try to show you how this tray works. So this is the tray. You've got your little stopper here for the spout. And there are other companies that make trays similar to this. I'm just not a fan. I prefer like smaller trays for confetti and things like that. So, all right, that feels like it's on there pretty tight. You can still kind of move it, but it feels like it's on there pretty tight. So that's good. All right, so here's the next one. And that one feels nice and tight. So I think just on that other tray, one of these was not very tight. So hopefully, as you can see there, the drills will stay where they're supposed to stay. So I have, and I'll lay this down here so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Let me zoom in fact. All right, I have a kit that I'm about to work on, and oh, that's funny. I didn't even realize it was red, white, and blue. I just got 3 random drill colors that are very different. That way we can pour a little bit in each section. I do have some little dryer sheets, and I do have some little, if it'll focus, some of these little unstoppables in there. So if you see that, that's all it is. So I'm gonna put just a couple of the blue in here. In fact, let me take these unstoppables out of here so you're not, whoops, distracted by them. So we got those. And then I will put the kind of pinky red ones back here. And I will put some 3865s in the center. Okay, so we've got different colored drills in here. Let me bring this up here so you can see it. And then I'm just going to shake these around a little bit. I'm a multi-placer, so I guess you should do it this way. Like so. And tap some of these extras down. So, let me back out some. This is what it looks like. And you can see I don't have a whole lot of drills in there, but at the same time, even though they're kind of lining up, you're not getting a bunch of them. They do line up pretty good. They do line up pretty good. I mean, you can see. So I don't know, if you're into this type of tray, then, you know, there you go. And if you're like me and you'd rather use separate trays, then so be it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take this guy, and because the blue is the first color, I'm gonna get my blue. It's a little bit bigger than my cup here, but they're going down in there nicely. Just trying to make sure that I don't pop the other colors out of there. So I got pretty much got this in here, but because I'm dropping drills now because it's a little bit bigger. Sorry for the struggle, but I just wanted you to kind of see how this tray is supposed to work. So now basically, because we're going into the second color, you pull this off. And like I said, this is bigger, so I'm having to kind of be careful. And then tapping down in here. I don't know. I know a lot of people love these trays. It's just, it seems like it's a lot more effort than it's worth. Take this guy out of here. And then pour these down in there. So there you go. That's, like I said, if you love it, great. I mean, obviously you can use it as just a big tray if you've got like a bunch of 310s or something like that. Yeah. Okay, moving right along. So sorry if I'm boring some of you, but I know somebody out there would be giving me a hard time if I didn't show you that. Let's open this sucker up. We've got our little purple ribbon on there. Once again, poured glue. I'm gonna roll it back on itself. Hope you guys are doing well today. This is actually the next day. I was gonna do both canvases, but then something came up. So here we are, day 2 of Dreamer Designs. All right. Wow. I guess maybe them rolling this up in here is not a great idea. And this is stuck to this. Wow. Yeah, so oh, guys, I'm not trying to be a jerk about it, but wow, this is not, and this is stuck across my symbols and stuff. So I know this is gonna ruin my stickers. I'm trying to be careful. Yeah, that's a bummer. Dreamer Designs, I'm not impressed. So here's this. I guess I should peel it off here. I don't know what to do here. Maybe where did my scissors go? I'll cut this so it doesn't stick to any more of my labels. And this is peeling my labels off. Sorry guys, bear with me. I don't want to cut anything out and then you guys be like, well, why didn't you show us? So yeah, this is stuck across here and I had to peel that off. You can see this is torn and kind of coming up too. So yeah, I'm not real happy about that. Like I said, I was impressed with the coating on the ABs and I was impressed with the canvas on that last kit, but I'm not happy about how this is going. So anyways, we have the Dreamer Designs sticker sheet, as you can tell. We've got a picture of Tarotown there by Ciro Marchetti. 860 by 80. You got your extra stickers down here. I'm gonna try and pick that off later, but basically it's got like 3 of my labels there, so that blows. We've got our drills here. Before we look at those, let's lay our canvas out here. Oh, that's cool. That's nice. Got a little bit of shine on there, but it's not terrible. Once I show you the drill field and all that, I'll go back in and try and get the rest of this shine out. But isn't that a cool image? It's just like this free floating castle on this chunk of land. I thought that was really cool. I love the rainbow coming down. You've got some sort of like little, I don't know, boat things floating in the air. It's just really different. You'll have to let me know what you think about this painting. I was so excited when it came back in stock because, like I said, I had sort of noticed it when they first put it out, but I didn't get it. And I guess it sold out rather quickly. So let us take a look at the drill field here. And once again, I don't see anything super oversaturated. The good thing is this has a bunch of green in it, and that's one of the colors that they usually really oversaturated, and the greens look really nice. Here's some purples down here, some brown, looking good. Let's go up to the blues and the sky and the rainbow. Yeah. You seeing any symbols that look crazy? Because I'm not. There are a bunch of different ones in this rainbow, but I don't see anything that's bugging me. I did notice that there are 2 different types of bow ties. I call them bow ties. You've got one right here, but it's blue and it's sort of slanting this way. And then up in the red, you've got these other bow ties, but they're sort of slanting down and they're not next to each other. So I can deal with that. Let's look at this color over here. I think that's a B. Yeah. Sorry about the glare, guys. Yeah, so that's a B. A bunch of B's. And then here's kind of that top part with a bunch of different colors in it, so you can sort of look at that and see. I really think the canvas looks great. I really do. All right, so enough about that. Let's bring you down and look at some drills. All right, let's get the crinkle on. Let's get our crinkle on. These open. Look at some drills. Once again, we've got 2 packs here. There we go, there we go. You see some really pretty looking ABs in this side over here. AB 605, you can see that the coating on there looks really good. Very nice, very nice. AB 605, we have kind of an orangey color over here, AB 741. You can see that. Very good coating. I'm really impressed. This is a huge difference. Now, these are both square. I don't know if the round ones look better, but the squares look real good. And then here is AB 963, and that's a beautiful pinky color. Look at that. Those are gorgeous. Okay, so there's 3 ABs right there. Let's get into these. Oh, wow. Some of these are big old bags. Let's start with this one. We have some 3770, 3772, 3799, 3814, 3860. We got a big old bag of 3861. And we've got 2 bags of 3865. Oh, here's our next AB. Not a lot, but it's a beautiful color. AB 38. And this one's actually got very minimal coating. And you can see there, they're not, so see I was bragging, but this pack, I don't know, it's not amazing. It does have a little coating, but most of them look kind of normal. All right, and then looks like our last AB is AB 208, right here, 452, 453, actually 2 kind of medium-sized bags of that. We've got 469, 470, 472, 632, 645, 646, and 647. We got a lot of those greens in there. And here we have 2 bags of 159. We've got a 160, 161, 169, 209. And then here we've got only 2 bags of 310, so that's cool. We kind of looked at the back of these in the other bag, but I'll show you one more time. So that's what the back side of the 310s look like. And then we've got a bag of 311 and 312. And I find that sometimes on these sort of medium, mid-tone blues, you can actually see better. So there's one with a little tab right there. But for the most part, they look pretty good. Yeah, okay. Let's go to this next section. And I do believe that was all of our ABs. Let's start with this one. We've got 648, 738, 739, 742, man, that's right, 779, 807, 814, 823. We got a really pretty bag of 890 and some 898. Next, we have 2 bags of 318, 322, 327, 334. We've got a bag of 433s, 434, 435, 436, and 452. Looks like we got 2 more strips, guys. We have 2 kind of smallish medium bags of 3033. We've got 2 bags of 3072, 3350, 3371. We've got 3731 and 3733. We've got a bag of 3752 and 3766. And last but not least, we have 918, 920, 921, 931, 935, 937, actually 2 bags of 937. And we've got 2 bags of 938. And then we've got some 992. So those are all of the drills. I was so flustered with this being all stickied up that I forgot to show you guys how many colors and how many ABs. So we have 63 colors, and you can see where it says AB next to the number over here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ABs. There you go, there's the whole sheet. Obviously you can see symbols here, so you can kind of get a good idea of the different symbols, numbers, letters, all that good stuff. All right, moving right along. So I flipped you over and you're noticing that you're only seeing a small section of the canvas. That is because there are not very many ABs in the painting. So I was excited when I learned that we had 5 ABs, right? But if you look overall at how many ABs are in each package, there's not a lot. So they've kind of concentrated the ABs in one area. You guys know that I do Bling the Damn Thing. That is a service where you pick out a canvas and then I hand chart where all these special drills go and suggest the special drills and all that good stuff. So I'm very well aware of how to bling up a diamond painting. I'm going to show you, after I show you where the ABs actually go, some other things that you could do to this painting that would have been very easy for Dreamer Designs to do, but obviously they chose not to. So enough of my lecture. The first AB that we have is AB 38, and it's this little symbol, and that is the green ABs with the very minimal coating on them. All right, so the only place that you're going to get those is right here. That's it, that one little strip of green. No, wait, you've got a couple right there, and that's it. So you have just a couple in those little sections right there. As far as the next AB, it's our purple AB, and that's AB 208, and that's this symbol right here. So the coating's a little bit better on these guys, but not great. I think the other 3 are really beautiful. These are just kind of coated. So we have just a couple right here, and then we've got a little strip right through there and right here. And that's all of those that you're gonna have. Moving right along, we've got AB 605, which is the hourglass symbol. And that is this beautiful sparkly AB right here. So the hourglass actually goes up a little ways up here. So you've got just a couple through this section, and you've got just a couple right here. And then the rest of the hourglass is, that's it. This little section and this section. There aren't any going down into the painting or the rainbow. So that's it for those. The orange or AB 741s are the double slash. And you can tell you've got a very small amount of these guys. And the double slash actually goes in this, what I'm calling a doorway to the castle. You've got just a couple here. You've got just a couple here. You've got 3 here, 3 here, and then just like this little key looking thing right there. And I believe that is it for the double slash. Last but not least, we have our lighter pink, which is going to be that AB 963, and it's the 3 dots. So that's going to be this one right here. All right, so the 3 dots go right here, and then you got just a couple right there, and you got this little section right there. And that is going to do it for the ABs. All right, let's back her out, look at the whole thing, and I'll kind of show you some things that I think they could have done more with. So obviously I'm just nitpicking right now, but as I showed you, these are the ABs that you get. You can see, especially in that orange one. Sorry, it's upside down. You can see you're not getting a ton of any of the ABs. They're all small amounts. So I'm not going to go through this whole painting and show you every change I would make, but some common sense things that really stand out to me. Why are there no white ABs? Why are there no white ABs? We know another company that puts a crap ton of white ABs in most paintings. And if you've got pretty much only some of these colors and a little bit right through there, and then you've got just a very tiny amount of that orange AB in there, why would you not have a white AB? I mean, you could put a little section here or right here where these little birds are. You could make this section and maybe this little section a white or off-white AB. Same thing with here. You could put a section here and here. I mean, there are a lot of things you could do with a white AB. The other thing that really stands out to me is if you're heavy on this side with the sprinkle of ABs in there, why would you not get something, I don't know, kind of like this? It's almost like a blue-gray. And take that and put it in, like say, where the G's are. Because they're mostly on this side, so it sort of balance it out some. You'd have like a section here and right through here. There's a little section here, and that's kind of poking out. And then you wouldn't be totally without it because you'd have some in this little section and right in there. So, I mean, that would kind of balance out the sky. And then the other thing that really stands out is what if you had like some sort of a nice green AB. I don't know if that looks green. There it goes. You could put it in where the R's are. You know, you've got this little section down here and you've got a couple. That way you have a little bit down in the bottom as well. So I don't know, guys. So let's look at the positives. The positive is that the canvas saturation, no issue. It looks really, really good. It's not hurting my eyes. You can probably do it with or without a light pad, because the second thing that's good is the clarity of the symbols. And like I said, it doesn't look like there are two symbols together anywhere that you're gonna mistake. The next half positive, I'll say, is the coating on these ABs look really good. Look at that. That's really nice. But on these, they're okay. But on these, which is my favorite color, that's really sad. I mean, on some of them, you can see just a little something. And there's a tab on this guy right here. But I mean, even close up, can you see? I mean, yeah. So they get a C plus for the AB coating. Obviously the handle pisses me off, but the whole sticker sheet thing where, you know, this is now stuck across my labels and I have to try and unstick that. And then on the other one, the same thing happened. These long strips came off and, you know, I got some stuck to the plastic on here. I'm not real happy about that. And then as far as the toolkit, like I said, I mean, really it's just personal preference. I'm kind of being picky because I am not fond of this type of tray, but if you like those where you can, if I can get it on there, where you clip these guys on here and you've got separate sections for 3 different colors, then you'll be very excited about this. So none of the changes that they made in the toolkit really do anything for me because I don't use them, and this is just, I don't know. So overall, I don't know. I guess we'll have to see how the drills actually lay down. These are squares, and usually if you're gonna have issues, you're gonna have more problems with bad squares than you are anything. So I would say just what we went over, I'd give it a C-, somewhere in there. And then after I do these paintings, I'll let you know about the drills in a post review. And that will either bump up the grade or it'll bump it really low. So, not to end on a down note, what do you guys think? Are you a big Dreamer Designs fan? Are you not? Would you work on this painting? Do you like the Rabbit in Red Curtis Reikovich painting? Seriously, tell me what you think down below. I'd really appreciate your feedback too. I hope that you have enjoyed this unboxing, even though it wasn't full of rainbows and unicorns. But you know, I like to give you my honest opinion. If you did like the video, give me that thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button over here and ring that bell. And anytime I put up a new video, you'll be notified. All right, guys, have a great rest of your day. Bye.